everyone, welcome to a brand new edition of Tech Toys with me, Ankit, and my new co-anchor, Ankit. Right, this is the Ankit Calling Ankit show. We've hacked Suresh out of the system because this week on Tech Toys, we've got India's best-known ethical hacker, Ankit Padia. Dude, you're like a decade younger than me and you've achieved so much more.
I started young and I really enjoy what I do, and computer hacking is a fabulous field to be in.
Okay, computer hacking is a fabulous field to be. All you mothers and fathers watching this, do not encourage your kids to do this. What Ankit indulges in is something called ethical hacking. Quickly, in 140 characters, Ankit, what is ethical hacking?
Ethical hacking is when you take the knowledge that only a criminal normally has and use the knowledge to help improve the security of a company or an individual.
My God, sounds like you're on a TED talk or something, Ankit. No, but this sounds really awesome. So, stuff that we see in, series like Castle and Criminal Minds. Yeah. So, you take a criminal to think like a criminal,
absolutely,
but use it for a good noble cause.
Yeah, okay. Because it's all about getting to the minds of the criminal. Okay. And the forbidden fruit always attracts, and hacking is something forbidden.
So, the reason we are talking about hacking on this week's Tech Toys is, look at 2011. Since the year has begun, one after the other, there have been hacking incidences, massive scandals. Firstly, the PlayStation network going down, millions of identities exposed and, compromised. After that, Indian government site, CBI site, hacked. After that, of course, the latest and the biggest and the juiciest of them all,
the news of the world.
News of the world, phone hacking scandal freaking. Let's first talk about phone hacking, Ankit. People don't really think phone is something that can easily get hacked. Generally hacking is reserved for computers, or is just a myth.
See, I think nowadays everybody has smartphones, and hacking into a smartphone is actually quite easy. Most of us have Bluetooth on our cell phones.
Absolutely.
Now, if you have Bluetooth switched on your cell phone, it's extremely easy for somebody else who's within a range of 10 feet or 15 feet from you to hack into your cell phone and steal all the data from it.
What? Are you serious?
So all the embarrassing videos and pictures that you have, somebody might be actually seeing them.
Oh my God. There used to be this old saying that, Bluetooth band kar do, virus aa jayega.
Yeah.
So it's not really virus, but Bluetooth is a gateway for hacking as well?
It is a gateway for hacking. It is a gateway for viruses, trojans, worms, absolutely everything. Not only a Bluetooth. If you're downloading applications from the internet, if you're exchanging files or videos with your friends, it is a possibility that you might actually get infected with some kind of virus or trojan or worm, and your friends could be watching you.
Okay, don't scare us like this. We recommend smartphones to our viewers, and so obviously all of them have their own application stores. So you're saying if I download apps, am I at risk?
Yes, because a lot of people like to download applications from third-party application download
we know what you're talking about.
Yes. Now that is very, very dangerous because there's no filtering mechanism there. There's no way to find out whether the apps that you're downloading are safe or not.
Okay. Myth number 2, there are no antivirus solutions, or you shouldn't have to. You don't have to install an antivirus for your smartphone.
I think if you ask most techies, they'll be like, dude, you cannot have an antivirus on your cell phone. That is not at all true. You must download an antivirus on a cell phone. In fact, the same companies that sell you an antivirus for your computer will also sell you one for your cell phone.
Okay, now this is just the tip of the iceberg. To get to the actual iceberg, we'll have to go to Shruti, who's helping you prevent your phone from getting hacked.
Have you heard about this phenomenon called SCP or SEP? No? Well, here's a clue then. It isn't an app for you to download, and it isn't a social networking site. You have absolutely no clue, do you? Well, it's pretty simple actually. It's something everybody goes through. It's called someone else's problem. It's a feeling you get that everything unfortunate only happens to other people. Like your phone could never get hacked and you could never lose your phone. These things happen only to like the royal family and other famous people. But you're absolutely wrong about that. Have you heard about this Android Trojan that actually infects your phone, records your calls and puts them onto a server without your knowledge? Exactly, it's closer than you imagine. Well, it's time to sit up and do something. That's what you stand to lose if your phone does get hacked. Now, you don't want me telling you I told you so.
With a number of online DIY guides on cell phone spying and mobile phone hacking, the threat is just one Google search away. Leaving your phone unattended and downloading content from unknown sites are the easiest ways to have your phone infected with malware. The new Android Trojan, for instance, records phone conversations without your knowledge. And it's not just phone conversations. Hackers can access all your personal data like pictures, messages, videos, and even financial data that you might have saved on your phone if you use your phone for online payments.
Now Now that you know what the worst case scenario is, here are the symptoms to look out for. If you find your phone acting up all of a sudden, or you find files missing, or worse still, your friends tell you about forwards you've never ever sent out, chances are your phone has been hacked. But you know what, just keep these next 5 steps in mind and you'll never ever have to worry about your phone again.
Step 1, let's start with the basics. Always password protect your phone. Head over to the security setting on your phone and enable the password option. For better security, enable the option that locks your phone automatically after a few minutes. Step 2, turn off the Bluetooth on your phone when not in use. Step 3, never use the same password for more than one application. So keep separate passwords for authenticating app downloads, your device and even your password keeper. Step 4, turn on password protection for voicemail and change the default PIN often.
And finally, for step 5. Now this one is the most difficult. Try and switch off your phone every day for a little while. Nothing like bonding with your family and friends without having to constantly check BBM and Twitter and Facebook updates all the time. Now that you know how to prevent an attack, take security to the next level. What you need are antivirus and anti-theft solutions for your phone.
Now that you're hooked onto downloading app after app on your phone, here is something you must download and install right away. The F-Secure Anti-Theft for your mobile. Should your phone get stolen, you can remotely lock, wipe and locate your phone by SMS followed by a phone's code. And to keep the viruses at bay, we recommend either McAfee or F-Secure as a must-have on every smartphone.
5 really simple tips to really good antivirus solution and 2 minutes of your time right about now. That's all it takes to secure your person. That wasn't too difficult, was it?
Well, this is the Ankit Calling Ankit episode where Ankit Fadia is doing a very good job at scaring the daylights out of this, Ankit. You're just telling me that if I go to my ICICI.com or HDFC.com and any of these bank website URLs, I could actually be a victim of phishing attack or something like that.
Absolutely. A lot of times you'll receive an email from your bank saying that, hey, we are doing maintenance, fill up this form, and there'll be a link at the bottom which says bank.com/secure/verify. But if you click on that link, you'll be sent to some other website, because there's something known as URL hacking, where if in a URL if you have an @ sign, then whatever is there before the @ sign is ignored. So it could be something like bank.com/secure @ some random criminal's website.
YummyMummies.com or something
so you
like
get
that.
redirected to that criminal's website.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
My God, so which means I have to read all the 500 characters in the URL? This can't be. There's got to be an easy way of doing this.
No, actually. Unfortunately, the criminals are getting smarter by the day, and the easiest way in which you can protect yourself is to stop using computers.
Stop using computers, because on the other side of the break, we'll make you the perfect Neanderthal man. No, we are not. Come back. Welcome back. You're watching Ankit Calling Ankit, a very special episode of successfully hacked and eradicated Suresh Venkat out of our infected system. Okay, so Ankit Fadia, India's best-known ethical hacker, is helping me get completely scared and helping you guys become Neanderthal men and go back to the Ice Age. Okay, Ankit, we're going to talk about online hacking over here. In the first part, we spoke about phreaking or phone hacking and how that can be done and how you can stay safe in case that happens. But online hacking, the biggest myth, and tell me if it's a myth or no, is that you have to download something for your computer or laptop to get infected with a virus.
Unfortunately, that's not true anymore.
What is going on
There used to be a time where you needed to download something and maybe even install something to get infected. But nowadays, by simply visiting a website, you don't need to download anything, you don't need to click on anything. By simply viewing a website, you can get infected with a virus.
That's it. I'm going back to the Himalayas, dude.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
No, but seriously.
Throw your cell phones, throw away your laptops, your ATM machines, everything.
No, that's really not an option, Ankit. On the tech show, we can't really be recommending people don't use computers, start living in the caves or something like that. But what we will do is arm you with the right set of knowledge. So here's Ashwin with a list of Spartan do's and don'ts to help yourself not become a victim of online hacking.
Now, one of the finer joys of the internet is that you can be anyone you like, which also means that someone else can experience the same joy and be you. Now, identity thefts are just the beginning, or rather just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the dangers of the internet. From there, from stealing personal information, the road can meander to something a little more wicked, like stealing your money from your bank account. And the worst part of this story is that you're helping the criminal do it. This is called phishing. Well, phishing is a smart way of stealing your money. Here, you're tricked to give away your money, having made to believe that you're dealing with a trustworthy source. How does it work? Phishing begins with emails like these, presumably from your bank or an online website where they're asking you to verify your online personal information. Well, look around. It seems legit, and you click on the link and you're led to this kind of a verification page. Again, a page that you've seen and dealt with hundreds of times. Look carefully and you see that this is actually some other website that's masquerading as someone you trust. Enter your details and you can be sure that it's safely reaching the hands of someone who'll take your money from you. Now, banks have wisened up. Social networks are fully aware of these problems. Antivirus solutions are working day and night to keep you away from these dangers. But none of them are really going to help you unless you're fully aware of the security measures and how to make use of them. Here's a quick primer. So what can you do? Remember that your bank or an online website will never ever ask you for your personal details. Always log on to the original banking site before you click on the online banking link. All banks have a prominent link to online banking, and the online banking site should be digitally secured. To ensure that, click on the security link in your browser. Once there, ensure that you use the virtual keyboard if available to enter your details. Many banks have a provision for a transaction password. Ensure that your login and transaction passwords are not the same. Also, ensure that your bank allows you the security feature where your transaction is further validated by a debit card you use. This will ensure that phishing attacks are kept at bay. To ensure that you keep your email account and social life safe, use Google's two-pass security and Facebook's mobile verification. Once enabled, you will need to enter a unique code sent by SMS to log in your Gmail account, and Facebook's mobile alert feature will alert you every time your account's been accessed. For once, being a doubting Thomas helps. Doubt, verify and re-verify everything when you're making a financial transaction. If you're in doubt, stop immediately and check with the retailer. A few precautions can go a long way. And the worst part, these fishers, not fishermen, work in new and innovative ways. And these can include emotionally appealing mails from your friends' email IDs asking you to send large amounts of money because they're stuck in a tight spot. Or the famous 419 or the Nigerian scams with money in return for a much bigger return. Now, this is your money we're talking about. Remember, hold it close to your chest like you would when you're walking in a huge, crowded market.
Okay, this keeps getting scarier and scarier. This week on the Ankit Calling Ankit episode of Tech Toys, Fadia's got some really juicy stuff for you guys on the other side of the break.
So we are going to actually reveal some dirty secrets about antivirus companies and their love affair with viruses.
This week on Tech Toys, it is Symphony Case Khulasa of hackers, hacking community, and right now, antivirus companies.
Absolutely.
Okay, you've got some dirty secrets, man.
Now, most people use antivirus software, but a lot of people do not realize that a lot of the viruses are actually created by the antivirus companies themselves.
No, this can't
So they
be.
create the viruses, they infect your computer, and then they try and, make you pay for the solutions.
Is this for real?
This is a well-known fact in the whole computer security industry.
My God. So what is the option? Apart from you saying don't buy a computer and don't use computers.
So basically you got to use an antivirus software. Unfortunately, there is no other solution right now. Along with an antivirus software, you also got to use an anti-spyware software. Most people only use an antivirus software, but you also need an anti-spyware software. And I like to recommend.
So an antivirus basically prevents any executable files.
Sure.
Things, viruses that run into my hard drive
Absolutely.
and steal data from there. What does the anti-spyware help me
So anti-spyware software will protect you against any tracking cookies that might get installed on your computer when you're browsing the internet, or any spyware software that might, be downloaded automatically as part of a plugin or by just visiting a particular website.
Okay. And
So-
there's also something called anti-malware.
No, I think anti-malware is just an interchangeable term that can also be used for antivirus or anti-spyware.
Okay.
So basically, you got to install an antivirus, an anti-spyware, and here's a list of must-haves that all of you must install on your computer.
There's an urban legend that says that antivirus companies release the virus and then sell you solutions. Well, we don't know for sure, but what we do know is that you need a good antivirus to keep your computer clean. Many pro users say that they don't need one, but if you're not one of them, we suggest you install one. AVG is one of the world's most popular and downloaded free antivirus solutions. AVG is easy to install and doesn't slow down your system. Get AVG Antivirus 2011 for free and stop worrying about virus attacks. For everyday internet usage at home, the Norton Internet Security 2011 is a good option. This takes care of attacks while surfing and guards your online financial transactions. This is paid and costs you about 1,500 rupees a year. If you're looking at something more out of your antivirus, McAfee's Total Protection is your answer. This even gives you the extra bonus of protecting your home network. This comes at about 2,300 rupees a year. And finally, you can also install Kaspersky Antivirus 2011. This comes with boot sector scan and starts up the moment you boot up your machine. So, if you spend a lot of time on the internet, it's better to be safe than worry about lost data and information. Download and install right away.
So this week on Tech Toys, we played the Good Samaritans and tried to make you completely hack-proof. Remember, do not pay his advice that leave all your computers and run away to the Himalayas or the Andes or the Rockies or something like that. But thank you so much, Fadia, for giving us all this gyan.
Sure.
And where can people look you up online?
If you have any further questions about computer security and how to protect yourself, check out my website ankitfadia.in. And if you're a very good hacker, it's an open challenge. Please go ahead and hack my website. Trust me, if you're able to hack it, I'm going to give you a full-time job.
My God!
I'm also there on Facebook, Ankit Fadia official page. Just look me up on Facebook and also on Twitter.
And of course, there's a 15-day money-back guarantee on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, you can follow Tech Toys on Twitter. The Twitter handles of the team are flashing here. You can also go to facebook.com, follow us over there, leave your tech queries over there, feedback. And like Suresh says, if you want to use the good old snail mail, we are techtoys with a Z at tech2.com. That's all we have for you on this week's hacking special of Tech Toys. Adios, amigos.